What's up? My name is Noble. I am a photographer, videographer, graphic designer, overall just an art director. And currently I've been unemployed as far as 9-to-5s go. And don't get me wrong, I love my job as lead videographer. Is one of the best jobs that I've had in a very long time. But fast forward to now, that obviously didn't work out. I tried to find the good, I tried to find the bad, but overall, I tried my best to stay active and do a lot of different things to kind of help with the nothingness that I now felt. I painted, I traveled, I hung out with friends. I did any and everything I could do to keep my mind off of just not having a job. Months later, still applying, haven't gotten any interviews. Reality began to kick in. Every job I applied for had over 100 applicants. So you know what? I had the idea. Maybe I should do things on my own and see where it goes. And all of that brought me right here in this seat to you. So yeah, I guess a little bit about me. I don't think I've did an official about me before, but I guess I'll just give you the whole spiel, right? We'll make this an about me episode. Episode 9, about me. So I come from a military family. Dad did the Marines, grandfather did the Air Force. I was in the Korean War. Papa on my mom's side was Army, cousin Navy, another cousin Army. There's a lot of, I think my uncle on my grandmother's side was in World War II for the Navy, one of the only black people there. Yeah, military family, right? So as a kid, all I wanted to do was be a fighter pilot. Top Gun was my favorite movie. Love that thing, watched it to death. Yeah, anyways. I just wanted to go enroll into Top Gun school and fly fighter jets. Fast forward to high school, tried to do ROTC. They told me there's a height requirement. So just like that, poof, dreams gone. Didn't want to be anything else but a fighter pilot. Dreams gone, blew up in an instant. Yeah, I probably could have did the Marine School or some other branch of the military, but I wanted to be in the Top Gun school, and that was Navy, so I couldn't. Didn't really know what else to do. Fortunately for me, I guess I was always decent at drawing when it came to art-related things. So I took my first art school, like my sophomore year. Ice is dropping. Took my first art class. I was like, this is cool. While in art class, shout out to Mr. Womack, met my, basically the guy that got me started, Mr. Womack. And he was like, yeah, if you want to continue this, I think you'd be really good at it. You should check out graphic design class once you get to your junior year, because it was only available for juniors and seniors. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Fast forward again, ended up taking his graphic design class and just kind of fell in love with graphic design as a whole. Plus, I think I finally gravitated towards him too. He got me into sneakers because he was a big sneakerhead. He did the Windstar logo and showed that you can actually make a substantial amount of money in the art field. And he put me on a Daft Punk, put me on a Major Lazer. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed his lifestyle and his demeanor, and I wanted that. And on top of the fact that I actually did like graphic design, and it was something I could see myself doing. So went to college for advertising down at Texas State. I think that's the right sign. It's one of those, you get the gist. And then while at Texas State, I picked up a camera. So I picked up a camera. I rented a camera from the ADRC because I needed to go take photos of one of the paintings that I was working on for a class. I needed some high-res stuff, and my phone at the time was like an iPhone 5, 6, it just wasn't cutting it. So rented the camera out. It was a Nikon D3200. Yeah, rented it out, had it for the weekend, took some photos, took some other photos of random things because I was like, you know what, let me try my hand at photography. It's my first time ever picking up a camera. So I did that and posted them, and actually started getting some hits of like people reaching out of like, oh, can you do this, or can you shoot that, or can you know, and that's kind of where it led. So I still did graphic design, but I think taking graphic design on a college level was just too much. I mean, really, I think I dealt with a slight amount of racism, being the only black dude in the class. I think I was one of 3 black people total, and I was only a black guy. And it's like, there was a lot of things that I dealt with that kind of turned me off to graphic design as a whole. I even stopped drawing. I completely stopped drawing. I stopped drawing for the foreseeable future at the time. Dealt with all that, kind of got turned off to graphic design, ended up diving into photography and videography because I still wanted to be creative. But at the time, me and graphic design, we just needed a break because I associated that with some other stuff, and I was like, no. Didn't lose my passion for graphic design. I just didn't practice it as much as I really should have. But yeah, so did all that. Ended up picking up went home during summers, got magazine internships, did a whole lot of things. Fast forward into the more recent years, dove into photography and videography heavy. Picked up a lead photographer role that transitioned into a videographer role, and that kind of just opened up the world even more. And then post that had 2 more lead videographer roles, and it was great. It was cool. I think what really stopped me was I got too wound up in the corporate world, and the ceiling wasn't that high. It's like I was pretty high, but there wasn't much more to go from there. I think for me at the time, I had reached a level of like, I can't go that much more higher than this. Like, yeah, there's 1 or 2 more levels, but past that, then what, you know? And at the back of my head, I've always had graphic design. You know, even though I hadn't practiced it as much, I had picked up a few projects here and there. And then, you know, ultimately I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get back into graphic design. And then that's kind of where I'm at now. Like I do photography, I do videography, yes, but like my ultimate love, I think, is graphic design. And that's what I've been trying to showcase more and just get that out into the world, because I kind of pigeonholed myself and put myself into a box of, oh, he's just a photographer, oh, he's just a videographer. And for the time being, I never talked about my graphic design. People don't even know that I draw. People barely knew that I paint, you know, so I put myself into a box, and I just decided I no longer want to be in that box. If I'm going to be known something, I'd rather be known for my artistic direction and my creative direction rather than just a guy with the camera. And yeah, that's me now. That's the gist. That's pretty much my whole spiel of graphic design, photography, videography, and what got me into all that. As far as like painting and drawing goes, I do draw now. I picked up drawing picked drawing back up about 4 to 5-ish years ago, and I've been attempting to draw more and take on bigger drawing projects. And then I paint, obviously. I want to go bigger. These are big. These are 36 by 48, but I want to go wall size at some point, hopefully within the near future. So stay tuned for that. And as far as like my paintings and drawing goes, I think the way that I see it is like my graphic design is one, I can make money from it. I can make, you know, it's a form of income, and 2, it's also just something that I enjoy doing. And same with photography. It's something that I don't enjoy it as much as graphic design, but I do enjoy it, and I can also make an income from it. Videography, there are a few projects that I actually enjoy doing, and I find myself doing less of those. So for me, videography nowadays is mostly just income, which is why I don't advertise that as much as I used to, because I'm not actively pursuing that. If I hear something like a song that I really want, that I get a visual for, that I'll shoot that. But like for the most part, I just don't advertise my videography services. Well, I kind of do, I kind of don't. I mean, it's hit or miss. It's on a case by case basis. And then my paintings and my drawings, sometimes I'll sell a painting, but I don't advertise that it's for sale. Painting and drawing to me has become a form of therapy, much like running in therapy. Shake hands, you know, they have got me through a lot of the mental hurdles and frustrations that I've faced lately, like not having a job and, you know, kind of having to fend for myself, but also just in the long run overall. You know, it's been able to help keep me grounded and keep me from being too overwhelmed, and I've been able to deal with things in a certain way because I'm able to have my therapy sessions and let out whatever emotions that I'm currently feeling. So I try to keep drawing and painting to myself, mostly my drawings, just because those are sketchbooks and they're easy to hide. Nobody really gets to see that. The paintings, I'd like to display my paintings. I'm proud of them. And again, sometimes I sell them, but 9 times out of 10, my paintings are just for myself. Maybe that'll change, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, that's who I am. I wear many hats: photographer, videographer, graphic designer, creative director, artistic director, maybe even beat maker. We'll see. That's, the older I've gotten, the harder it is for me to grasp certain things, and that's one thing I just haven't really been able to grasp like I wanted to, but you know, you never know. And yeah, that's pretty much me. You know, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes from here. But you know, again, I think the 2 things that you should probably expect and you'll see more of on this channel are graphic design and photography. You'll get elements of my videography through these videos, and I'll do like nice creative intros or something like that. But you know, photography, videography are the main things that I'm pushing, and outside of that, you'll just get to see glimpses into my life. Like I love records. The way with records, anytime I reach like a milestone moment or I achieve an accomplishment, I try to buy myself a new record. I'm on the hunt for a few, and I've got some saved to my Discogs. Can't show y'all because I don't want y'all to buy them before I do. But I've gotten more into analog. I think it's called analog digital. I'm still not that well versed in that, but I'm getting more into sound, into listening to things, into how they crisp they are, you know. So I love my record player, and I do that. I'm not a coffee drinker. I drink coffee sometimes. I'm not that much of a coffee drinker, but I do like matcha. So you'll get to see bits of that. And you know, like I said, with painting and drawing and running has been a form of therapy for me, and I want to kind of show that to you guys as well. Kind of take you guys on the journey of, I mean, I'm not really marathon training at the moment, but if a marathon were to pop up that I did want to run, I want to be ready. So trying to, well, that, plus also just overall health of like, you know, I don't like sitting around doing nothing, and now that I have a little free time, I can work out, I can run, I can do a hybrid, I can get the weight that I've always wanted to get that I just haven't because I'm lazy and I procrastinate. Well, days of doing that are done. So I'm back in the gym, back in the gym, and I'm running, and I'm gonna see where that goes. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue to show you guys. Don't know, it's not that. But yeah, that's me. This is me. I am Noble, and welcome to the beginning of the journey. Also, don't forget to please like the video, drop a comment, love seeing y'all's comments, and go ahead and subscribe because I got lots of more in store. I look forward to seeing y'all soon.